Yo, this is Rick Mahorn, the bad boy, giving a shout out to my man Drew, Detroit Drew. Make sure you tune in on his YouTube channel, Detroit Drew, bad boy.
Detroit Drew, Woodward Sports. Yeah, Detroit Drew, Woodward Sports. Yeah.
Yo, peeps, how's everyone doing after the Cade's debut? I'm gonna go break it down for you. I went, rewatched the game, and picked up some things I didn't see the first time. And just let me say this. Some of you guys are overreacting over a summer league game. These games don't mean anything. Would it have been nice to win? Yes. Ultimately, the goal is to win the chip. That's what the Pistons' level and expectation is. So that way, these young guys, when they go into the regular season, they want to go into the playoffs and win the championship there when it matters. But some of you guys need to chill out. You're overreacting. You're beating the players up. I get it. There are some players who deserve it. Cade does not. Let me tell you why. For one, it's his first ever NBA debut of any kind whatsoever. And he played really well for the most part. His shots just weren't falling. The ball was moving. Him and Killian fit really, really well together. I was surprised. Towards the end of the game, Killian got a rebound, was pushing it, and he threw a very long, very hard bounce pass, and it was just a stride or two in front of Cade. If that would have connected, who knows what could have happened. The place would have gone crazy. The ball was moving around the perimeter, and Cade was open. He shot the three. It would have put us down by one. Cade had the people about to erupt in Vegas. The shot just didn't fall. And I'm fine with it. He was not afraid to put up shots. And as a rookie and as a shooter, it's something you have to keep doing. But let's stick with some more negatives. The turnovers, very, very bad. We got up to 20 turnovers. That's just something you have to work on. And with chemistry and stuff, it will fix itself out. I just feel like we were trying to do too much to get everyone else involved. But it's a summer league game. You have to live with it, okay? It's not the end of the world. You just have to correct it. That's all. And some of the lineups we threw out there I did not like. But the main problem with last night's game was Cook. Tyler Cook. I was very proud of what Cook did last year. He was just a high-energy guy off the bench. He would come in, contest some shots, and get some mean-looking dunks. But all of a sudden last night, he turned into Eric Ebron. He couldn't catch a pass to save his life. I don't know what was up. I don't know if he was nervous or if he just wasn't expecting some of these. But both Killian and Cade had some beautiful setups for him where he would get an easy layup, a dunk, an alley-oop, and he just fumbled it. I don't know if he was eating popcorn on the bench and his hands were all buttery. I don't know what was up with that. I just can't believe it. He played terrible. And for everyone to say he's bum and trash cut him, you're damn right. Because coming off the bench, don't know why that was happening to begin with, Garza showed he can play. We've seen his dad on Twitter posting the clips of him shooting threes and stuff. Garza is a really solid player. And with Beef Stew and Kelly Olynyk, I would imagine the Pistons are going to have to do something where it's either going to be a three big man rotation, similar to what we did last year with Okafor, Plumlee, and Beef Stew to start the year. But I think this is kind of why we experimented with Stew at the 4. We might have to experiment with Beef Stew at the 4 and Garza at the 5. And maybe start Kelly Olynyk. I don't know, because Garza needs to play, bro. That guy is solid. I did not expect him to be that good, but he was hustling. He was grabbing offensive boards, defensive boards, and he just got a strap, man. He can shoot. He can shoot the ball really well. Saddiq Bey, man, he shows he really doesn't need to be here in the Summer League. This dude's hitting faders and three-pointers. He had 12 boards. I don't think this is going to help Saddiq Bey at all. He just looks so much better than everyone else. He looks more like a pro, like an NBA player, which is good to see. You know, treat this as a warm-up game for him, man. He was just out there balling. Killian, he's taking more shots. He's looking to be more aggressive, which I personally like. Even though some of his shots weren't falling, I believe he only had 6 points, he was still shooting. Some of the shots weren't setup shots. A lot of these were a rush because they're in the shot clock. like crazy three-point shots. He needs to take time and slow it down. I think he's rushing himself, but he's being more aggressive, which I like, something he needs to continue to do. But running the floor, grabbing boards, and pushing the tempo was miraculous. And I think a lot of that has to do with Cade now. It's because if Killian doesn't pan out, Cade's here. But they're going to play together, man. They're going to fit well together. But Sekoumainia is back and running wild. This man had 5 blocks. A lot of people's criticism on Sekou has been his defensive effort. He was out there switching. The white guy that OKC drafted. Goody, something like that. Called an ISO on Sekou. Did a couple behind the backs in between the leg dribbles, and Sekou got a piece of it, and it looked like he airballed. It was terrible, but funny at the same time. Sekou has taken a step defensively, man. He was engaged, he was locked, he was switching. He had some good recovery times, so he's improving there. Just offensively, they still had him in the corner. In the Summer League, get him more involved. Have him in the pick and roll. Especially after Tyler Cook couldn't catch anything, you should have incorporated Sekou there more. But there was one rotation that I thought was kind of interesting. We had 3 point guards out there. Saban Lee, Cade, Killian. We had Sadiq at the 4, and we had Sekou Doumbouya at the 5. Small ball. I kind of liked it. We made a little run at it. So I've seen some good things here, man. We have some serious players that just need to relax. They're trying to do too much and be patient. The Summer League goes until what, next Tuesday or something along those lines. I mean, it's not a long period of time, but we have to just chill. I think a lot of the players were excited to have some fans there. A lot of these guys probably haven't played with fans in a year, so it's kind of new to them. With all the hype and the ESPN coverage, I'm sure a lot of it was kind of taken away, and they were just a little too hyper and ready to go out there. But all in all, I think they'll be fine. Don't overreact because Jalen Green had 20 points and Cade only had 12. Green's a certified scorer. This is like the G League Dome. It's like he never even left. So just be patient, okay? Just because it's one game doesn't mean Cade is or isn't a superstar. Just be patient. That's all I have to ask. But Cade, he's going to be great, man. He fits in well with what we have. And plus, when we get Jeremy Grant and him playing together, it's going to open up a lot more. And then we got Kelly Olynyk out there who's going to shoot some threes and hit some threes. The floor spacing is going to be crazy with this team. So everything's going to be falling in together. We might get off to a little bit of a shaky start, but once we get this chemistry going, it's off to the races. So just keep that in mind. But let me know what you guys thought about the game last night. Who did you like? What didn't you like? Leave it down below. Instagram, Twitter, DS members in the description. Check it all out. And I'll see you guys in the next one. And that's the bottom line because Double D said so. Peace.